Good morning, dear children. This is Manik Shah. Today we shall talk about the concept of liberalisms. In order to have the broader understanding of the concept called liberalisms, there are some questions which I have set before here. So, dear children, here we need to understand that what is the word liberalism stand for, or what is the connections of liberal nationalisms to the French revolutions. So here we try to understand the concept of liberalisms. So, dear children, in the early 19th centuries, different kind of peoples who were emerging in the societies, and they came to the societies with new ideologies, and one among them is liberal groups. So we will try to understand what is the concept of liberalism stand for, and what is the connections of these liberal nationalisms to the French revolutions. So dear children, here the word liberalisms, which is again the Latin root word, and it is the Latin root word which is liber, and it means that free. The meaning of liberalisms, which has the Latin root known as liber, and its meaning is free. And for the new middle classes, these liberalism concepts, which is standing for freedom of the individuals as well as equality before the law here. So here the liberal groups were emphasizing that, so the liberal means people has freedom in the societies and they are equality before the law, because during the time of monarchies we see and we understood that there was no equality in the societies, there was discriminations. So in order to make a new systems in the societies, the liberal groups who came into the societies motivated the peoples, came up with new ideas, and that is known as the liberalisms. And according to these liberal groups, here the word liberalism stands for freedom for the individuals. Because during the time of monarchy, the particular communities were given priorities, only though the aristocracy peoples were given all kind of privileges, but these middle classes peoples were not at all given any kind of social rights in the societies. That is where they were talking about freedom of the society. They were talking from freedom from discriminations. They were talking about a new system of governance. They were talking about a new systems where peoples will be given equality in the societies. And further we understand that the liberalisms we stand politically, or politically it is giving, emphasizing that the concept is very different here, and according to these liberalism groups we understand that politically it is giving, emphasizing to those type of governments which is made by the consent of the peoples. That means we the people should form the governments. That means the government should based on the consent of the peoples. There should be a democratic types of government where people should elect the representatives. So that was the concepts which was related with the terms called liberalisms. Further it says that these terms liberalisms, further it says that it is standing for the end of autocracy as well as clerical privileges. That means here they are saying that they should end these privileges of autocracy as well as they should end the clerical privileges which was prevalent in the societies. So dear children, here we understand that the aristocracy groups peoples given more importance in the societies. The monarchy who is having the absolute power in the society, he is having the sole authority. No one is going to question his power. He is the one who is having more authority in the government. So the liberalisms, they are coming with the new ideas that they do not want to have such kind of systems in the society. Rather than they want to have a new system of governance where people should have the rights, people should have equality, people should not be having any kind of discriminations. There should be a government which will be based on the consent of the peoples. So here, further the liberalisms, it is standing that there should be end of autocracy. That means there should not be a emperor who will rule the societies. So who are going to be the ruler of the society? It is the people themselves. They are the one who are going to be ruler of the societies. Further, it gives importance that there should be a constitutions and there should be a representatives in the government. There should be a constitutions as well as there should be a representatives in the government. So here we need to understand that the word equality before the law, it is not standing completely for universal suffrage. So universal suffrage means a person who is having political rights to give vote to the representatives. But in those times, during the time of French revolutions, the rights, the political rights as well as this universal suffrage was limited to some particular groups who were having property in the societies. Only these property owning persons were given these political rights to give vote to these representatives. And those peoples who were not having properties, who were not having wealth and properties, the men and women, both of them were excluded in the society. Their rights were excluded in the society. Men without properties and women were excluded from these political rights. So this was the situations during that time. So here only the property, those who are having property, those peoples were given political rights. The persons who do not have wealth and property, especially the man as well as women, were not given political rights in the society. So this was the situations during that time. So that is the reason people want to make a new system of governance. They want to unify the nations. They want to make a new government based on the liberalism concept. So dear children, as we were talking that only those peoples who were having properties, they were given more importance in the societies. They were given political rights. But in spite of all these indiscriminations, we see the new liberal groups who are coming with new ideas to give priorities to the common peoples, to the new middle classes. So as we see, we understand that only for a particular periods during the time of these Jacobin clubs who given equal rights to both male and females. But during the Napoleonic civil codes, we see that he limited these political rights to these women's sections of the society. So he limited the status of the women here, because he was saying that women are subject to the authority of husband as well as the father. And throughout the 19th centuries as well as the 20th centuries, we see the women who are organizing the political movements, organizing the opposition's movements, demanding to have equal political rights, all during the 19th as well as the 20th centuries. So here we see that the women were not given equal political status in the society during the Napoleonic time also. So such was the situations during these French revolutions. So dear children, let us learn in the economic point of view, the liberalisms, it is standing for the freedom of markets, and they want to abolish the state imposed restrictions, because during that time there was no freedom of markets, there was no freedom of going one place to the another place, there was restrictions of goods and markets. So here we understand that during the time of Napoleonic time, Napoleon, in order to have a better administrations, he created 39 confederations of states, and he imposed the state-owned currencies as well as the equal major systems. So during that time there was a restrictions of free movements of goods. The freedom was not given to the businessmen to sell the goods from one place to another place, because there was a tariffs one has to go through. If they are going to a nearest place, they have to go through a lot of restrictions. Here we see that a merchant who is traveling from Hamburg to Nuremberg in 1833, he has to pass through 11 custom barriers. So here, because there was no freedom of goods, just like you think about our society, you think about our nations. So we people have freedom to transport the goods from one place to another place. Only we have a very little custom duties which we have to pay. But in those times there was a heavy custom duties which the merchant has to face through. There was a great obstacles for the freedom of goods and services, and that is the reasons many people were thinking that it is a great hindrances to economic growth in the societies, because there was a restrictions, there was a tariffs which was considered one of the great hindrances for the growth as well as for the development of economic situations in the societies. So that is the reasons many peoples, they were arguing that they need to unify the economic territory. They want to create a very common currencies, as well as they want to make a unified economic territories which will abolish the custom duties, which will abolish the tariffs which are there in the societies. And that is the reasons in 1834 we see the unions, as well as we see the making of Zollvereins, which was formed at the initiatives of Prussia and joined the hands of Germany, and according to that they abolished the tariff barriers. So which they were thinking that the tariff barriers, it is a hindrances to economic growth in the society. That is the reasons the Zollvereins, with the initiative of Prussia and Germany, the Zollverein was formed here. The custom union as well as the Zollverein, it was formed in 1834 with the initiatives of Prussia as well as Germany. So according to these unions, custom unions, here the unions, what they did? They abolished these tariff barriers and they made a very common things so that there will be freedom of economical growth. There will be freedom of goods from one place to another place. So dear children, here we understood that these liberal groups also taking a great initiatives, uniting the peoples, uniting the societies, inspiring the peoples, uniting peoples in terms of politically, then economically also they are uniting the regions, uniting all these communities, and they are also sharing one identities so that they could make one nations in the society. So this was the initiatives which made by the liberal groups between 19th as well as between the 19th centuries. So dear children, it is the great initiatives which was made by the liberal groups. So I was telling you that what is the connections which the liberal groups is having in connections to the French Revolution. So what is the connections here? Connections is that those peoples, they united the regions, because there was restrictions and goods. So when they united the nations together, when they united economically all the territories, it used to produce a new identity in the society, which created a feelings of nationalisms among the peoples. So here we understood that the liberal group is also inspiring the peoples politically, socially, economically to come up further, to unite the peoples, fight against the injustice, fight against the injustice and discriminations which they are going through a very long period of times. So dear children, here we understood that these liberal groups were taking a great initiatives to unite the regions, to unite the peoples, to unify the peoples, and to create a sense of collective identities in the societies. So here we understood that the liberal groups is having very strong connections with the arising of nationalism feelings in European societies. Thank you so much, my dear children.
Okay,